Welcome to Desert Giant Gaming. This is Jake here with my video on why I think Tetris Effect could be my game of the year. Now, that's a really bold statement. This year has been phenomenal for games. You know, God of War, arguably the best game of this generation, and Red Dead Redemption 2, arguably the best game of this generation. Detroit Become Human, Celeste, and Spider-Man, just to name 5 off the top of my head of great games that came out this year beyond some of the other games that have come out this year. But to me, Tetris Effect could be game of the year. It's again bold statement. Let's give you a little bit of a background on the Tetris and why I think Tetris is generally a perfect game. And if you think Tetris isn't a perfect game, you're just wrong. Tetris is such an easily approachable game. It is one of the quintessential puzzle games out there, along with I guess Puyo Puyo, which Puyo Puyo Tetris is a game, and Me Machine, which is Puyo Puyo, Luminous, and I'm trying to think of any of the other ones off my hand, like Puzzle Fighter, Bejeweled, if you really want to put that up there. But it is the thing that I think most things look at for inspiration in terms of that genre, mainly to like Puyo Puyo and Luminous obviously take a lot of cues from Tetris. Tetris is that easily approachable game that your uncle will play, your sister will play, your nephew, all age groups, all genders, everyone has probably played Tetris at one point in their life. It's just an easy concept to understand but hard to master, and that's something I like about it. It's something you can pick up, relax, have a little bit of fun with. Have fun when you panic and you're scrambling as it gets faster and faster. The plethora of modes you can play, especially in this game. I don't know, just the simple relaxation of Tetris and the whole concept behind Tetris Effect on how it affects people's memory and just how that game sticks with people. And it's just a very pure video game. It's a very pure, exact, fun video game. That's why I think it's perfect, or not one of the few perfect games out there. In Tetris Effect, what it does that's different is it brings in the music to it and a rhythm to it. Because there's a rhythm to the game in general. You kind of get in a rhythm of the game in general, which I think is perfect for this style of game. We saw that with the games like Luminous, you can do that. You can combine the two, and how the game changes the BPMs of the music based on how quickly you're playing makes you just helps you get in that rhythm of the game. Helps you ramp up to the speed. In my experience with it so far, my time with Tetris Effect has pretty much been limited to just the demo that they released this past weekend. The game doesn't come out till Friday, the 9th, so in general, the mode is very limited. It has your effect mode is one option to go towards, which has the marathon mode, which is clear 150 lines. I've come very, very close. I have 100. I got the 129. You can choose your song from there. So there's different songs you can play to, which change the aesthetic, change everything. And I think it's really cool that they have different songs in it. There's also this mystery mode, which kind of just throws random stuff at you. Some explosions, some that will destroy blocks if you don't clear the line before the certain amount of time. There'll be only 3 blocks instead of 4 for a little bit. It'll flip things over. It will randomly scramble stuff. It'll give you big blocks. Really interesting different mode. And then there's more traditional Tetris mode, which it looks like it's good. You can go through multiple songs and different levels, and I guess you can start in different ones and start back at level speed 1 and keep going from there if you want to keep going, or just test yourself and keep going forward. It's kind of hard to tell just yet. With only the 3 songs they give you, there's actually 4 songs total in the game. One's limited to the effect modes, and the other 3 are playable individually or in sequence. The one thing they do add with the regular Tetris mode is this focus. The focus allows you to slow down time and do all this, throw a bunch of lines down, and they all drop to the bottom as you clear them, so you can kind of play with the more board. It's a cool addition. The marathon mode and whatnot doesn't have that. It's pretty much straight up Tetris for marathon mode. just your hold and rotates and whatever. So that is explain why I think this game could be game of the year, and it's the combination of the rhythm and the music to the pure joy that is Tetris. The fact that it changes the BPMs of the music to your pace of your play. Like we're playing marathon mode, and like my wife plays at much slower. This game has even got her to play the game, and she doesn't play games at all. She barely plays games with me. The only game she's excited to play is Spyro. And actually, I'm hopefully going to get her the remastered trilogy. But she while watching me play is like, I want to play. I want to try to beat you. She's obviously not going to, because she's not a novice player. But as I was watching her play, she was constantly getting better. And that was really cool to see someone from a more basic understanding of Tetris playing the game and learning it as she's going. And it was really, I got a lot of joy out of seeing her want to do better, want to perform better, learning moves. I was trying to help her out as I go, when I kind of was frustrating her and bothering her, but I took the leash off and let her do her thing. I was trying to show her different moves that she could do at times, but overall she was getting it and getting better, and she went from 9 lines to 13 to 18 lines to 40 lines. Like, seeing her get better, and that thing is, she it's a game that it's easy to pick up. It's easy to understand the concept of it, but to master it takes a lot of skill. I know people that have already cleared the marathon mode, gone to 160 lines, and I want to be as good as them. I like that challenge and the leaderboard aspect of it all. And it seems like the effect mode also has some sort of community aspect to it, where it's everyone's working towards a goal for the week. And it just, all of this with the music and the combination that Tetsuya Michiguchi brings to his games with Rez and Luminous, it's just such a good blending of things. I'm glad he finally he made his own variants of rhythm games and puzzle games, and kind of going back to the quintessential puzzle game and doing his own take on it. He excelled at that so far. Again, in my little bite, the soundtrack is fantastic. The 3/4 songs are all really good. The only one I really don't love is the more tribal kind of Indian style of music. It's not that it's a bad song. It's good to play to. It's not my style of music more. I mean, I'm not even really into dance and EDM, but just one of those ones that's a little more harsh, and I like more fun music, I guess. But it's not a bad song. It's just not typically my style in terms of the harshness that it is, the rhythm to it. But still, the soundtrack is going to be fantastic. I'm excited to see the full list. It looks like there's a ton of songs and tons of levels to play and different styles. And every song has its own aesthetic. I'm sure there'll be some blending them too. I'm really excited to see what this full game is. And all this, again, pure Tetris mixed with the craziness that Tetsuya Michiguchi brings to the table is just has me excited personally. It's a game I can see myself playing for hours. The VR, I haven't even touched the VR because I don't have a VR headset. This game makes me want to have a VR headset. This and Beat Saber, let's be honest. But this game, which it doesn't add much in VR from my understanding, it just puts it in front of your face. The blocks will be flying right in front of you. And it just, from my understanding, that immersion, people have said that the immersion, the headphones on, and you kind of get sucked in. You can set 2 hours just sitting at this game, a puzzle game, 2 hours in a puzzle game. That doesn't happen with everything, and this is the game that can bring people into that and suck that much time. Usually, puzzle games are like, oh, on my phone, I'll pull it out, play for 5 minutes, and this game sucks you in, and really, it's hard to explain what Tetris does to someone unless you play it. And again, why it's perfect unless you play it. So I think this is probably one of the best versions I've played of Tetris, and one of my most exciting games for this year. So if you agree or disagree, let me know. If I just rambled on for way too long, let me know. I hope you enjoyed this. My little take on this game that has me really excited, and I think is kind of underrated, really, in terms of what's coming out this year. I think everyone's kind of forgotten about it, and all of a sudden this demo popped this week, and now everyone's talking about it. and I want to make more people aware of it and really give it an honest try. Even if you don't like puzzle games, just try it. Maybe this will change your take on. If you're not even a fan of Tetris, if you are actually wrong and don't think Tetris is a perfect game, give it a try, please, for me, for yourself. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Thank you.